while we wait for the ladies to join us. I'm trying to decide which one to start with. Benjamin, please, the ladies are at the door. Is it possible that you thank you so much for bringing them on? Good morning, Bookie. How are you this morning?
Okay, it's fine. You know, when you are at the door and you are knocking, you go say, what's happen now?
I'm so sorry about that. Benjamin, he will collect another one from me today. So yes.
Ah! I am sure it's the internet. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Our
Nima.
family, like I always say, that we are right in front of your space.
Yeah.
Let's do this together. Now only
Yeah.
Mwaka convert. Where are my people? I
I'm
don't miss
sure they
them.
will join us shortly. I'm sure they will join
All
us
right.
shortly. All
Okay.
right. Okay, let us get into it this morning. Actually, I wrote Joe.
Ojo ìtura ni o, a dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. We thank God.
Benjamin Ibidabela is at the door. Please, can you check the door? Thank you so much. Benjamin, please open the door for Ibinabo. The rain, and do you know what? We're just going to start on that note because the rains, when it started, I think the rain started maybe sometime in May, but by June we knew that we are inside the thick of things. I remember being somewhere about 2 weeks ago, and the ladies were saying, the people I was with were not. It was a mixed crowd. How they saw some people's cars submerged in water on the island, and so me. Fun fact, I don't even know the fun fact of this, me putting myself on blast. There was a time in my life where most of my friends lived on the island, and there was so much pressure. Oh, go and join them on the island. Like, why not come to the island? Why not come to the island? And my husband, God bless him, was like, he's like, from Layo, he kept on asking me, Kilo Fellow Island there too on the mainland. And he was talking about, the water, the flooding. He gave different reasons. And I was like, oh, he said, because your friends are on the island. I was like, may not really. And I'm so glad that my husband did not listen to me, because I would have been seeing Mabo right now. I would have been swimming across an ocean right in front of my house. I shared this morning that even our CEO, she shared a video of right in front of her estate, the flood, right? And I don't know, I recall talking about this last year. I recall it very, very well. Like I can recall what I ate yesterday. I recall talking about this. We talked about the flash flood, especially in the Niger Delta areas. Those ones where they had it really, really bad. Thankfully, we haven't seen anything, and I'm hoping that we don't see anything with regards to the flood this year and the Niger Delta. But I'm just hoping, basically. There's been different conversations, different reactions based off of this flood. But first of all, the way the government has its part to play, that's the same way that we also have our own role to play in terms of Nigerians can be very, very dirty. We eat, and I was driving home on Sunday, and this guy right in front of me, a vehicle in front of me, was eating, and then the way he threw the things from outside his vehicle, you could tell that this is just something that is second nature to him. And if I had my way, I promise you, I was going to get out from my car to go meet him. But we were not in traffic. Honest to God, if we were in traffic, I would have gone, because we have to also take responsibility for the dirtiness that we are causing. I like that the Lagos State government has brought back the sanitation that happens on the last Saturday of every month. But are we now going to wait for last Saturday before we talk about cleanliness? Because people are dirty. People throw things from vehicles. People throw things while they are walking. Just very, very dirty, dirty, dirty. Now, on the part of the government, there's the part of when the sanitation happens, the dirt is left there, and then sometimes left there till the next month in some areas. And what we're now seeing is, because of the rain, everywhere is just dirty and smelling. The video that I shared, Nigerians, one of the things that Nigerians do, we can be very, very nice, right? He got a boat to be helping the children, go from one place to the other, so the kids don't walk through the dirty flood. But there's also the question of, so yeah, come on school, come on school and see when there's flood, when the classrooms are flooded or the area to get to the school is flooded. I don't know. We are just somehow. But I'm just gonna say, Nima, what are your thoughts on this before we go to Buki and Ibinabo? Oh, Nima isn't here. Buki, let's go. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, how do I start to discuss this? Let me say where we are. We are very close to the ocean. Let's
Yes, we
talk
are.
about Lagos.
Lagos is the coastal area. Yes.
Yes, very, very close. They say it's very low lying, that is between less than 5 meters, above the mean sea level. So
Mm-hmm.
it's vulnerable, particularly when the tides are strong, when
Mm-hmm.
it comes, when it floods. I was at a geo-economic summit hosted by Citadel School of Governance. We called our dear governor, Sanwo-Olu, to come and talk. And one of the things he mentioned when they were talking about flooding and things like that, he did mention that, well, I would actually investigate, yeah. Well, he mentioned the fact that yes, there are going to be floods, because of the terrain and all that, but within hours it clears. So that's the part that I said I want to
Mm-hmm.
really look at. Well, because yes, we do, and particularly Lekki and those areas, they get flooded, but we do know that at times these things do not take hours, take days, days to clear. But it's very clear. He was very clear, and he did not mix words, that
Mm-hmm.
yes, we are vulnerable to these things.
Mm-hmm.
Flooding will happen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because of where we lie. We're very close, and now it's raining. I've
Mm-hmm.
talked about the tide from the Atlantic Ocean, that when it comes, it's like we are pouring water in a sink that is drained. Obviously,
Yeah.
there'll be an overflow. And
Yeah.
then, of course, at times when you feel the sea level rise. And then, of course, you did mention about the poor drainage. Is another major, major, major issue, because our lifestyle, I'll call it our lifestyle. We don't care. Somebody will drink the pet bottle on the road, and the next thing is like it's automatic that your hand will just roll down your window, and then you just throw it on the street. You have not even bothered to know that, okay, why am I even littering? Is this right? Even educated people, I saw that's why I call our lifestyle, we have to change. And then, of course, this rapid urbanization. I know they've talked about this Lekki coastal, whatever, that are we actually thinking of the drainage that, it will come and happen and all that. There's a whole lot, and that is what we see, that I looked at that video you posted, and I fear for, the children, but kudos to, the stakeholders in that place that have decided, to do a real guard and all that. But beyond that, particularly for Lekki, I don't know. I mean, I can't stay there, but they should know that we call it Lekki Peninsula, no be so. And that is a strip, bordered between Atlantic Ocean and Lagos Lagoon. So you can imagine the effect. But the question then is, what is, even if I don't want to say permanent, but what is that ongoing improvement, that will have to happen? Because we know, it's like, that these things will happen. It's not that it happened because you did not know. This is Lekki Peninsula, and you know what it is, right? So what is that thing that you took cognizance of when development, was happening, right? Is there a way that we can help it out? I don't know, probably ask the experts. Then you see this reclamation of land. Hey,
Mm.
I know what the Bible says. Oh, God has mapped, the territory. But when you now begin to say you want to reclaim, even this, like that I'm talking, they reclaim them. Most of those places is being reclaimed. For me, is why are we not doing other things? Go to other areas. There's nothing wrong in reclaiming, but the the cities, the countries, because I think like Netherlands, I think it's really under the sea. They use the experts, those who know what they want to do and they know what to do. They will do it and it will be good. So there are cities that have been reclaimed, and they have taken cognizance of flooding and things like that. I was reading, I think about 2 or 3 years ago, there is a particular, I'm not sure, maybe it's Japan or India, I can't remember, one of these countries, one of these Asian countries, that they also have flood, heavy flood. That was when we were talking about, this heavy flood that happened, was it Benue or somewhere, that we're using Kuno, that affected about 7 or 8 countries and things like that. I was studying a particular document and all that, and they mentioned either China or India, I can't remember, that area, that particular area is always flooded. But what did they do? They now channeled it. They were very intentional about the way they channeled the water to now go to areas where there is no rainfall. For what? Farming. That is what we call heavy investment, but they put thoughts into it. So, well, what do we have to say concerning this now? Particularly Lekki, this has been historical. We know what it is, but what do we expect, the government to do? I think, one, maintenance of drainage channels is very key, right? And then they should also, let the experts come in. I want to believe that the experts will have been coming, but what can we stop now? Because if they have looked at it, I don't know how many years Lekki has been on and all that. If they have looked at it and they see, why should they continue building, houses there? You understand what I'm saying? And let them begin to look at what can they do when the floods come. Is it somewhere that they can channel? Because the truth about it is that water will find its level. And when water does not know where to go to, it stands still. But if we can channel and ensure that the drainage is good, and then for the children, even if the government is not there, we also can be our government. I'm not saying the government should close their eye, but also begin to look at what else can we do. I love the small whatever, I don't know what they call that thing that the man put there, for the children. But hey, if they have to really get proper boats or whatever it is, for the community to do that, because anything can happen, right? So I'm not saying that should be it, but hey, what are those things that can be put in place now? Because the rains just started. So this is something that they have to sit down together, the community and the government. What do we do? But like I said, drainage is number one, and then sit down with experts and see how, when the waters come, see how you can channel these things to areas. It's massive investment, but it has to be done. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. What else is there to say? But Ibn Abog, hi, good morning.
Hello, Olufumi J,
Good
the
morning.
lady,
Good morning, ma'am.
lady
That is
Olubukola,
me. That is me.
and all the ladies and gentlemen listening to us out there. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we're talking about flooding, flash flood, and all of that. For me, you said voting. See, it is the norm. Every year, people come out and complain about flash flood, heavy flooding, and around the country, everywhere. The south you're talking about, let's wait a bit. I don't know, maybe the governors, maybe the government have done something in those areas, but it has become like Otimo everybody, Lara. It's a story of you always expect. Okay, so looking at everything, yeah, Buki said a lot. I'm going to add to what Buki said, or probably retrace some of the things she mentioned. When we talk about, ever since I've been on this program, every year around this time, we always talk about flood, flood, flood. Why won't we? People will open their eyes and build on floodplains. We have flood. I remember those days when you are traveling from Lagos, also from Lagos to other parts of the country. When you get to areas around, maybe after Berger or something, and then I didn't know that it was Long Bridge or whatever, I just know that we are leaving Lagos already. You will see floodplains on both flanks of the expressway. Today, what do you see? You see houses. You see people have erected structures. And you know, the truth of the matter is that water will always find its level. It will always find. So what do you expect when you build on floodplains? Supposed to make way for overflowing of water, so that, you know, if there's an overflow, at least those floodplains will take in the surge. Afterwards, everything will dry off. But when you go and build on floodplains, then what do you expect? And then who are these people certifying them to go ahead to go and build on these floodplains, giving them the right document to build? You see, the fault lies with the government and the people. We have drainage channels. How often do we deseal these places? Even the small channels we have within the community. People will finish using their waste and dump everything in these drainage channels. And then at the end of the day, nobody is going to deseal. Everything will clog, and then water will not find its way, and water will come back to the roads. And before you know it, the roads begin to get bad. A road that's supposed to probably last for 10, 20, 30 years will not stay as long as 5 years, because it is always drinking water. Think about moving you go as a human being, you will be restless, let alone the roads. So you see, the problem, like I always say, is underheaded. We have talked about those who just casually throw whatever on the roads when they are driving. They don't care. And then we're talking about the government. I'm going to bring back and forth the government and the people. Have we talked about the government who would threaten today and not carry out whatever tomorrow? I can recall vividly during the first tenure of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, even before his time, even during the previous government, there was this, there was this alarm raised that people have built on channels meant as waterways. And there were instructions to pull down these structures. Along the Lekki-Epe way, especially if you are going inwards Lekki, on that right flank there are some very important structures were said to be sitting on drainage channels, and that the structures are going to come down. They still remain standing. So that means that to settle or to sort out the flooding in that area is still pending, because what's supposed to come down is still standing. So who do we blame? Do we blame the government or the people? Because when the government says they are coming to do this, and they give their reasons, and the facts are there, they do it. Why are you holding back? Okay, if for whatever reasons, maybe for whatever reasons you're not doing this, have you provided an alternative? Because we cannot see whether we like it or not. Flood no dey come up for Nigeria, because we the people, we are very careless in the way we dispose of our waste. The government is not doing much. I would say it's not doing much. Why am I saying this? There is a country, yes, they will say now Igbo country. I'm talking about the Netherlands. The Netherlands lies below sea level, as low as 13 feet in some areas. If you are going to the Netherlands, of course you will land at the Schiphol airport. The day I knew that Schiphol airport was about 13 feet below sea level, I said, because I carry the mindset of Nigeria. Lagos is just about 2 meters or thereabout below. We're not so much below sea level. We're not so much below sea level. We are just extremely low lying in Lagos. And it's not everywhere because the mainland is well above sea level. So when mainland that is well above sea level still exists all of this, then what do you say about those areas that are below sea level? What are we doing? If person will get strength, still they fall. Person will not get strength. That means that for ground, the person will they crawl. So you see, the government has a huge role to play. The government should stay away from things we call cronyism. You are, this person is my friend, and I am in the government, and my friend has put up a structure blocking the drains and everything, and this thing costs billions of naira. If I go and pull it down, why should your friend build on a drainage channel? Why should your friend obstruct the flow of water, knowing that water will always find its level? When you block water on the left, it will find its way to the right. When you block water on the right, it will stay in the middle. So you see that water are staying or flowing towards the wrong places because we are blocked everywhere. And it is the responsibility of the government. As much as we complain, I cannot go down to Ikeja now and look at everyone and say, okay, this house is built on drainage channels, so pull them down. Who gave me that authority? But the government has the right to do that. Why would they look Uche face, even in the face of this destruction what is bringing? Why are we looking at Uche's face? Why can we not clear the channels, all the why can't we clear? If you are driving down some roads, you will see that all of these canals, yes, they have been overtaken by weeds. Can't the government clear it? What is the role of the local government? I don't know apart from going from shop to shop to collect multiple tax or whatever, what exactly is local government doing? No, look at your area and ask yourself, where is the presence of the local government? What can you point at that this is the responsibility of local government and they have taken it up? Because most times we start from the federal, then we now manage to land on the states. What of the local government? Where are they? What are they doing? Because we cannot keep talking about this thing every time. Are we even proactive? Are we intentional? Because the scale of flood protection must be increased so that we don't keep talking about, if we're talking about flooding, let it be that, like you said, thank God you didn't move to the island. People living on the mainland, are they seriously enjoying? Are they flood free? Do we have flood free areas? We just have some areas that are fair. If your area, when rain falls, at the end of the day, maybe the road is flooded, the road is messy, you'll be thanking God that at least your compound is not full of water. Is that it? We need to do a lot as people. We need to dispose of our waste properly. Then the government too should do that some areas will end up being flooded. So what are you doing? Have you cleared? Okay, you have built a few channels here and there, all these canals and everything. Have you cleared them? Because these places are overtaken by weeds. And when there are weeds, water cannot easily flow. The flow will be slow. And while the flow is slow and the source the surge of the source is high, it will begin to spill over everywhere. So let us do the needful. We cannot keep for me. I'm sorry next year.
Yeah.
What about discuss this? So the government should wake up to your responsibilities. If you need to bring down structures, please bring them down so that we can have peace. We are not Netherlands. We are not Schiphol airports. We are not so much below sea level, be 13 feet or more. By now, we are like that. By now, maybe there's no more Lagos. What are you talking about? Let's be serious.
Thank you so much. All right, we want to quickly go on a short break. This is the Women Reading 91.7. When we come back, we shall continue this conversation this morning.
You never sounded